So everybody knows that listening to music in a foreign language is great for learning. But you probably listen to a lot of songs and a lot of music and you're not really understanding the songs. You're not really learning any words from the songs. Or maybe if you've translated one and you've read a few times the lyrics of one song and then you forget after. So if you have this experience, then this video is for you. So how actually to study a song? Well, you start with step number one. Step number one is, of course, listening to the song. Listen and enjoy. You have to like the song to study it. If you don't like it, then choose another song. Step number two, make sure you translate every word of the song, okay? Now, this step, you don't have to do everything yourself, okay? So you can use online translations, you can use apps, you can use other people to explain what happens. That's all good, but just make sure that you, after you've used all the help that you could find, make a translation yourself. So for example, I have here the text of the story that I'm studying right now, and this text is called Afsane. What you need to do, what's very important, is you need to understand all the words separately, and also how these words connect to convey meaning in a sentence. So let me give you an example with what I mean by that. So I know that I'm pronouncing it very badly right now, but that means love, right? And I know that this mesle means something as for example or just like. And then these words to, ka, se, ha, nist. So I need to know how these words relate and what they mean separately. So I know that this word nist means not or no. Ha is the plural of this. And I know that this word means story. So these together, right, they make up the word stories in English. So no stories, and to is like in or for. Love is not just like in the stories. Why I'm saying that is because what many people do, I see, is they look at the translation of the sentence and they don't really know what to do with it. They just read the translation and they're like, okay, now I know what it means. It doesn't work that way. So to really understand the sentence, when you read it after without translation, you need to really understand every element of it separately, and therefore you need to look at it thoroughly, write it down, and also write the translation down. So then you've listened to the song and you've translated every word. Now, of course, you listen to it again. This time you have to understand the whole song, but you probably don't. So if you don't understand the whole song but only parts of it, then make sure you repeat step number one and step number two again until you understand 90% of the song. 90% is okay. Nobody understands 100% of music, otherwise it wouldn't be art, right? What do you do then? You think maybe you're done. No, you're not done. You have to integrate the language into your mind so you can actually use it. So how do you do that? Well, by using it, by saying things out loud, right? So what you do then is you try to repeat after the singer everything that he sings. That is called shadowing. Now, after that, you've only repeated it, right? So you're using the written text to repeat it, but you don't memorize any words or something like that. You probably notice that your pronunciation is a little bit off here and there. So that means you have to repeat this process until you get a really nice voice, until you can really, really get it. And what you then do is you try to sing along. Step number 6 is you sing along without the text. Singing along without the text is going to be very difficult. So you got to keep going with this step or go back to the previous one if you can't do it. Now, the last step, step number 7, the holy number, is of course without the singer. Now, this is kind of a big gap between step number 6 and step number 7. So if you can't just put on the music and then sing the song yourself, well, you can actually add a little step. So call it step number 6B. And step 6B means karaoke. Okay, well, if I tell you to do it, I gotta do it myself too, right? So of the song I previously showed you, there's no karaoke, or at least I haven't found it. So I gotta do it with the song that I've learned previously, following the same steps, which is called Ageyeru.
Shisha Hash Entertainment Group presents
Ageyeru's beri safar, berisam pisham bi khabar, فرزی رویا همیشم دوباره باز تنها میشم به شب میگم تا صبح بخونه به باب میگم تا صبح بخونه بخونه از دیاری یاری چرا میری تنها نزاری. Now then, if you can sing along the song, then please do so every once in a while, because otherwise you will forget again. That's no problem. But if you follow these steps and you do absolutely everything that I told you, you will not only be able to sing along, but you will actually be able to memorize the song and remember the song forever. This song is yours now, so enjoy.